Hello guys, this is Jason with Joshua, the Power of God. Um, I have another important message for you. I want to just rush through this one because I don't know how much battery or how much memory I have left on my camera because I just did a long video just now. This video is about Joshua's name. Why do I call the Messiah Joshua and not Jesus? Okay, firstly, Jesus is a counterfeit name. The name is wrong, and it's wrong on purpose. And the image of Jesus, I will make a video later. But just to say that the image that the 501c3 666 churches, the image that they have that you always see for Joshua or for their Jesus. Their Jesus is a satanic character, um, the white Jewish guy with the long hippie hair, and very feminine, and all that kind of stuff. That's a satanic image. That is not what the true Messiah looks like. Again, I'll make another video about it, but just to say that the true Messiah is a black man with an afro, and he had just short hair like normal, and all that kind of thing. Okay, so the image that they portray is completely false, and the name Jesus is completely false. It's not my lie. It's not my crime. So I can only guess at where they got this name Jesus from. But the best I can find is that the name Jesus means hail to Zeus. In Spanish, it's Jesus, and hey in Latin languages is very similar to hail. For example, in German, they would say Heil Hitler. Okay, they would say Heil Hitler. And so to say Jesus is basically Heil Zeus. Zeus being the Greek, one of the Greek false gods. So, to my best guess, that's what I believe Jesus means. It means hail to Zeus. They did not just like I had said in a previous video, they're very thoughtful when they come out with these terms. They didn't just come up with that on the cuff. A lot of research went into coming up with that name, and so even though we don't, we have to guess where they got these things from. Believe me, a lot of thought went into it, and they knew exactly what they were doing. They did not just pull Jesus out of a hat. Okay, so the name Jesus out of a hat. Okay, so Joshua, where do I get Joshua from? Okay, let's go to the Strong's Concordance. Again, I'm going to try to make this fast. I don't know how much memory I have and how much battery. So, in the Strong's Concordance, you see it's the Strong's Concordance. When we look under Joshua, which is Joshua son of Nun, okay, that's the guy, the man that came after Moses. It says right here the people that Joshua, this name refers to, and lo and behold, what does it say there? Jesus. Okay, so these are all the people in the Bible who had this name Joshua, and among them they say Jesus is Joshua. So they're admitting right here in the Strong's Concordance that Jesus, in fact, is Joshua. Okay, I hope this camera can show that. You see that? It says Jesus. Jesus is one of the people in the Bible whose name, in fact, is Joshua. Okay? And the name Joshua in Hebrew, we don't need to bother looking up the New Testament version of Joshua. because his name in the New Testament, the Messiah's name in the New Testament, is the same name that he had in the Old Testament. His name didn't change. So it's not like, oh, in the Old Testament his name was Joshua and in the New Testament his name is Jesus. No, his name was Joshua, and it was always Joshua. Okay? And a lot of people will say, oh, Jesus is his name in Greek. No. When you travel around the world, your name does not change. Okay? When you get on a plane and you fly to China, you don't get off the plane and they issue you a new name when you get off the plane in China. Your name is the same. When people in China ask what my name is, I say my name is Jason, and they go, and they might struggle to pronounce my name, but they go Jason. Oh, okay, your name is Jason. You see, they might struggle, but your name, around the world, just like we struggle when people come here. When a person comes here, like my friend from Venezuela comes here, did his name change when he arrived in America? No, it's still Alfredo. Okay, and I struggle to say it, Alfredo. Okay, I struggle to say that, and instead, if I want to take the lazy way out, I'll just say Alfredo. Okay, so I'll adapt it to English, Alfredo, but it's still the same name. You understand? Joshua, which in Hebrew would be Yehoshua, it does not change. It does not change drastically. So his name was Yehoshua, but my lazy English way of saying his name would be Joshua. Okay, it does not change drastically from Yehoshua to Jesus. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, and using my name once again as an example, when I went to Venezuela, my name is Jason, of course. In America, my name is Jason, but in Venezuela, they would, when they struggle to say the J sound because they don't have that sound in Spanish. The J, they don't have that sound, so they would say Yeson. Yeson is how they would say my name, Yeson. And so but it's the same thing. It's recognizable. Okay, you don't go from Yehoshua to Jesus. That doesn't even sound the same. Okay. So Yehoshua is a compound word, meaning it's two words put together. And it means God, it means I am saves. It means I am saves. So it's two words, I am and saves. It's a compound word. And we see this in the concordance. The saves part, I got it backwards when I was researching this just now. In a previous video I got it backwards, but I'll fix it here. When we go to the concordance to okay, so the first part of the word is, okay, first of all, when you look up Joshua in the concordance, it says Yehoshua is his name. That is actually incorrect. Again, we have to piece things together because we're being lied to. Okay, they're trying to destroy the powers that be, even in Bible times, even in the King James times and stuff. When the King James Bible was developed, they were trying to destroy the names of I am and his son. Okay, everybody else in the Bible, their names are fine. Okay, but when it comes to the names of I am and his son, they tried their best to destroy the names. And so we now, today in the year 2021, we have to now piece that information together. And so When you look up Joshua, they say the name in Hebrew is Yehoshua, but that's actually not correct. In fact, the name is Yesha-Yah. 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 And I'm not sure where the emphasis is on in the name. I'm just pronouncing it the way I see it. It's Yesha-Yah. And I'll show you here on this paper. So this is his name. Yesha-Yah. 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 Okay? And the Yesha is Hebrew word in the concordance, the Hebrew word H for Hebrew 3468, which means salvation or saving. And then the Yah part, as I had mentioned in a previous video about I Am's name, Yah is the short version of his name. I'm sorry, the short version of Haya. Okay, it's this part right here, Yah. That's the short. I'm sorry. That's the short version of his name. Just like my name is Jason, and it's J for short. In his case, it's Haya and Yah for short. And that is Hebrew, in the concordance, it's Hebrew number 1961, means I am. So Yesha-Yah means I am is saving, or salvation of I am. The salvation of I am. And as I said, we don't need to go and look up the New Testament word and all that, because it's the same. His name did not change in the New Testament. It's the same. He's got the same name. Again, our names do not change over time. If I live 1,000 years, my name is still going to be Jason. Okay? And in fact, it's pretty much, commonly accepted or commonly believed that the New Testament of the Bible was originally written in Hebrew and later translated to Greek. Okay? It's very unlikely. The writers of the New Testament were all Hebrews, so it's very unlikely that they wrote the New Testament in Greek. Okay, originally, it's very unlikely that that was the case. It's more likely that they wrote the New Testament in Hebrew, and then it was later translated to Greek. So again, his name would have been written by Paul and by others, the other Hebrew people that wrote the New Testament. It's very likely that they would have written his name Yesha-Yah, and not in Greek. But again, I mean, they would not have written Jesus. Jesus is not Greek for Yesha-Yah. Okay, it's not. But I'm just saying, we don't need to bother translating to the New Testament, because his name did not change. It was the same. Okay. Now, I have this Hebrew Bible, which is called the Scriptures. This is one of my reference Bibles that I always use. I'll go ahead and give you in case you want to buy one of these. What it is it's a Hebrew. The King James was translated to sound good. Okay, it wasn't always the translators, when they were tasked with translating the Bible to English. Not only were they called to translate it as accurately as possible, but it was also important. It was the king's mandate that the Bible must sound good. It must flow nicely. It must roll off the tongue nicely, all that kind of thing. They were very concerned with the Bible sounding authoritative, sounding as though it came from God. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying that was the main, in fact, one of the most important mandates of the King James Bible, was that they were very concerned about the sound of the language used. Whereas this scripture, this Bible here, is not concerned with the sound of the writing. It simply translates the words word for word. Therefore, it doesn't always sound nice. It doesn't have the nice, the nice, the beautiful, I guess they call them prose or whatever, that the King James Bible has. Instead, it's focused on pure accuracy of the translation. So it's just a different resource. The King James is still the go-to Bible. This Bible is just a reference source. Okay? And one of the main reasons I like this Hebrew Bible is, again, just for reference purpose mainly. It's not my go-to Bible. My go-to Bible is the King James. But one of the main benefits of this Hebrew Bible is that they do not bother, they purposely leave I am's proper name in Hebrew so that you can translate it in your mind, or however you want to do it, in whatever name. If you believe his name is Yahweh, then when you see those characters, you'll say Yahweh. If you believe his name is I am, then you'll say I am every time you see those Hebrew characters. They leave it up to you. They just put it the way the Hebrew characters, and leave it up to you how you want to translate it in your own mind. And the same with Joshua's name. They leave his name in Hebrew. So I'll show you right now what I mean. It's left in its Hebrew form, and whether you want to call him Jesus, or you want to call him Joshua, or Yehoshua, or Yeshua, or whatever translation you use, again, there's only one real proper translation, and that's Yesha-Yah, or Joshua in English. Okay, is the best translation in English is Joshua, because he had the same name as Joshua, son of Nun, in the Old Testament. And by the way, Joshua, son of Nun, was a picture of Joshua the Messiah. He was the one who brought the children of Israel into the Promised Land, which is a symbol of heaven, right? Moses was not allowed to enter the Promised Land, okay? Because Moses, as I'll make another video about that, but Moses was an example that you cannot enter heaven through the law. Moses did not fulfill the law, and that's why he was not allowed into the Promised Land, and I'll make another video about that. However, Joshua, the son of Nun, he did fulfill the law, and that's why he was allowed to enter the Promised Land and lead the others, and he was a picture of the Messiah. That's why they have the same name. Okay? So here's the characters. I'll show you. So this is Joshua's name in Hebrew. See that? Those characters right there, it has a Y. I just always remember because it's got the Y in front. That letter that looks like Y. That's Joshua's name in Hebrew. And so in this Bible, everywhere, so you see Joshua is all over the Bible. This is the book of Luke. And you can see that his name is all over the Bible. And it's all over. Any page you flip to, there's his name right there. And there's his name right there. Okay? His name is all over the New Testament of the Bible. And so how come we don't see his name all over the Bible in the King James? Because they purposely did not use his name on purpose, just like they tried to stamp out I am's name. In the King James, everywhere you see Lord in the New Testament, that's Joshua's proper name. That they falsely translated as Lord, which is referring to Baal. Okay, you can look up Lord in the concordance, and it means Baal. Okay, which is the false god of the Babylonians. So, just like I am is all over the Old Testament of the Bible, his proper name, which they falsely translated as God, In the New Testament, Joshua's name is all over, but they falsely translated it as Lord. So just to state it one more time, everywhere in the New Testament, when you see Lord, Lord all over the place, that's actually Joshua's name. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it's a blessing to you. I hope you can stop using the word Jesus, the name Jesus, because that's not his name, and start addressing him. I mean, think of how would you like somebody to call you by a name that's not your real name? Okay, especially a name like Hail to Zeus. You know, talk about an insult, right? So just try to stop using that name Jesus, and try to use his proper name, which in English is Joshua. Joshua is his name in English, and just to be clear, in Hebrew, his proper name is Yesha. I have to look again. Yesha-Yah. Yesha-Yah. Okay, look at that. Pull up that my paper again, the pink paper, and you'll see the spelling. Yesha-Yah is his name in Hebrew. Okay, until next time. Bye bye. Have a good day. Bye bye.